Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Shadavia and this is Oshi Budgets, where I talk about all things money, budgeting, and savings related. So if that's content you're into, do me a favor, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget that notification bell so you don't miss the next time I post. By the title of today's video, you can see I'm going to be sharing my 2023 goals and how I plan to change my life financially, professionally, and personally in 2023. So if you want to hear about my goals and my plans on how I'm going to achieve this, then go ahead and keep watching today's video. Now, as we all know, 2022 is coming to an end, and I really just wanted to take this time to sit down and write out my goals and intentions for the upcoming year, just to kind of give myself a head start and really set myself up for success. So for 2023, I really wanted to just come up with some goals that can really help me when I think of changing my life in just different aspects. So not just financially, but also professionally and personally as well. Like, I don't know about you guys, but for me, 2022 was a very weird or interesting year. It's like it wasn't good, but then it also wasn't bad, but I just kind of felt like stuck. And so if you've ever had that feeling, then you know it's not really like a good place and it can take a toll on you. So that's kind of my 2022, like in a nutshell. I did set some goals, and let me just say those goals did not get accomplished, you guys. But what I will say is I know exactly why, because I realized that with setting goals, it is absolutely more than just writing it down on paper or saying it and speaking into existence. You actually have to have a plan for those goals to make them work. And this year I did not. I wrote my goals down. I said I was going to accomplish them, but honestly, you guys, I wrote it down and I put the paper somewhere, and honestly, I don't even remember. I had no plan of action to follow up with it. So I can almost guarantee that is why I didn't accomplish those goals. Now, I wouldn't say my goals was a complete wash, because there was some things that was still on my mind. Like, one of the things were to be credit card debt free. And so I've been working really hard to just stay credit card debt free. But all of those other goals pretty much was not a waste, but kind of like a wash. So consider this to be my take number 2 on my goals, and then coming with a new plan of action pretty much. So before I actually share my goals, I want to start with my word of the year. So for 2023, my word of the year is going to be summit. So if you're not sure what summit means, then is the highest point or the top or the peak of something. And that's exactly what I want my 2023 to look like. I want to elevate my life so much that I'm just at the top. Like I said, 2022 for me was not my best year, and I'm looking forward to going into 2023 with a new mindset and just reaching my highest potential. So I'm gonna set some goals that are realistic and attainable to me, but also that's gonna help me reach that highest point. So every time I look back at, any milestones or any accomplishments in 2023, I want to keep this word in mind. So summit is my word for 2023. So with that being said, like, let's go ahead and get into my financial, personal, and professional goals for 2023. So I did narrow them down to about 10 that I believe are like impactful. But I will also be setting like small monthly goals to help me kind of achieve. This is just my 2023 in a whole. So let's start with personal. So my first personal goal is going to be It's going to be read one book and then per month. Okay. So I'm not going to sit here and say I am an avid reader or that I just read a ton of books. I am a hands-on person, so like listen to ebooks and things like that don't necessarily work for me. I like to have the physical book in my hand so I can touch it and feel it. But my goal is to read at least one book per month, whether that is a self-growth or a financial book. I just want to read one. And the books that I've read in the past, they didn't take me a long time. It's just that if I'm not, like, it has to be a quick starter. I can't read a book that takes too long to get started, because it doesn't really work well, and it's probably sit on my shelf for a lot longer than it needs to. But I really want to reduce my screen time and just really put more time into actually reading and expanding my mind and just learning new things. And so again, one of my personal goals is to just be able to read at least one book. So if you have any recommendation on self-growth or financial books that I should read, leave them in the comments for me as well. I've read a few, but I'm always open to suggestions. Now, the second personal goal that I want to work on, and this is not something that is going to be life-changing, but this is something that has been on my to-do goal list for like as long as I've been setting goals for myself, and that's to run a 5K. You guys, I have always wanted to run a 5K. I don't know what it is about it. It's just something that I've always wanted to do. And so where I live, there is a bridge that is 2 miles down, 2 miles back, so a total of 4 miles. And I know a 5K is like 3 miles, so it's less than what I'm used to. So it's not something that I would need to train for. It's just a matter of actually doing it. And so my motto, and I'll show you guys in my community post as well, like my motto for 2023 is, if not now, then when. So I'm tired of procrastinating and saying I'm gonna do things and just not doing them. So in 2023, I will be running a 5K, and hopefully I'll be sharing some photos with you guys and letting you guys see that I've actually accomplished that goal as well. The next goal that I have, a personal goal, is going to be maintaining a routine. So maintain a routine. Now, this routine is, ideally I would like to maintain a morning, night, and workout routine, like all three. I know that is asking for a lot, but it's not something that's completely impossible. Now, the reason I think having a routine can be so life-changing is because, like I said, I sometimes can be a procrastinator. And so if I don't have structure, if I don't have an itinerary, if I don't have a plan, then before I know it, I'm scrolling TikTok for hours at a time, scrolling social media at a, so much time is just being wasted. And so I want to be able to maximize my day, maximize my productivity. And I think creating a plan in 2023 for, again, the morning time when I first wake up, open my eyes, and also when I get off work, and then also to kind of incorporate to like my fitness goals as well. Like I need to create some kind of consistency around that. So maintaining a routine is another personal goal that I have that I think is really going to be a game changer for me in 2023. And then the last personal goal that I actually have is I want to learn Spanish. Now, I took Spanish in high school, you guys, so I actually understand Spanish a little bit. I can speak a little, but I want to be able to hold a conversation. So I actually read and understand Spanish better than I actually speak it. But in 2023, I do want to learn a new skill. And so that skill for me is going to be to speak Spanish. And that is just going to allow me to open up the horizon to be able to communicate with other people who may not speak English as well. So I think that's a really awesome goal. Like I said, that is something that you don't think about every day, but you see the benefits in doing so. So I really want to learn how to speak Spanish in 2023, or I guess a little bit better in my case. So moving right along to my professional goals. Now I have two professional goals that I want to accomplish in 2023. So the first one is going to be get promoted / raise. I'm just going to put raise. Now, I am going to be getting my end of year raise. I think it's usually around February. So that, and I mean, that is part of that goal, but I've been in my role for over 6 months now, and I'm ready to just elevate, grow within my company as well. So having, being able to be promoted, that is going to allow me to continue again, just to grow and to get to that highest point or reach my highest potential, which goes back to what my word of the year is. In doing this as well, I guess I can put it here, career development. I hope I spelled that right. Okay, career development. So my employer actually has different resources available for us to develop our careers. So they have e-learning, you can get certificates, you can learn new skills, all the above. And I have not been taking advantage of that. And so in 2023, I definitely want to take advantage of that again, because it's going to help me in my professional career. It's going to allow me to be able to build those connections and with different people and learn how to work with different people with different personalities. So there's just so many different skills that you need in a professional setting, and not even for just my job, outside of work as well. So all of those things that I'm going to be learning from my career development trainings, I can use in my personal life as well. And then I actually have one more for my professional career, and that is going to be work-life balance, you guys. So I am an overachiever, and that's something that I've just always done or said my entire life. And so sometimes I can forget to take time aside for myself. Like this year, I ended up rolling over too many, I'm not going to say how many, but too many PTO hours, whereas I could have taken that time to be off work and just relax. But I'm also a mom, and so I like to keep my PTO in case I need it for my children. They're out of school or they're sick, so I like to keep it for those cases. Thankfully, in 2022, we didn't have a lot of that, so I was able to keep a lot of my PTO, which is a good thing, but also, again, I just need to learn how to find that balance between work and life. And so in 2023, I'm hoping that I can see myself taking more days off of work, just because not all the time that I'm off at work I have to have something to do. I can just take the day to relax, and my employer actually encourages it. They give us self-care days throughout the month, and I don't take advantage of it. I don't know why, but that is something that's available. So I want to really, again, for my professional life, just find that balance between the two, and not just overwork myself. That way I'm not getting burnt out. And then my final set of goals is going to be my financial goals. So one of them, the first one I've already shared with you guys, and that's going to be save $10,000. Now, this $10,000, I'm going to put $10,000 plus, because $10,000 is the minimum. It's not the set number that I just want to save and that's it. Like, I'm always going to put put plus because I can always use more than the 10,000. As of right now, this is going to be going towards a future home down payment. It could potentially be going towards paying off my car loan. It could be going in my emergency fund, but the initial plan was to have it for my future home down payment. So that's what the $10,000 for. And then I have, let's see here, the next one that I have for my financial is going to be, I'm just going to put 1 month ahead. Now, some people will consider this to be part of their emergency fund, and I will likely do the same as well, but I wanted to go ahead and write it out because once I have 1 month full of expenses, then I'll add that to my emergency fund, and that way, if life does happen, because we know life is so unpredictable, if something does happen in life, I have these funds available and I don't have to worry about getting myself into further debt just to take care of those emergencies. So if I'm 1 month ahead, then that will save me the temptation or the need to go into further debt while I'm already trying to crawl myself out of them. And then the very last financial goal that I have, you guys, for 2023 is just gonna be to pay extra towards my car loan. So extra towards car loan. Okay, perfect. So having to be able to pay something extra towards my car loan is one of my goals. This is going to help me, again, just be able to get out of debt and really start freeing up some more additional income so I can incorporate more fun into my daily life, some future goals that I have, vacations, etc. So these are all of my goals for 2023 that I believe that will change my life. Again, financially, professionally, and personally in 2023. It's not all of my goals that I have, but these are just the major ones that I feel that is going to make the most impact. Now, I do want to say thank you guys to everyone who actually entered the giveaway that Lay and I had. And I wanted to personally congratulate our winners. We have Beautiful Bailey, Theresa Claveria, I hope I pronounced that correctly. I have Antoinette from Loving My Coins Net, Cheryl Lunn, and lastly we got Cindy Chapman. So congratulations, ladies, on your giveaway prizes. Now you will have 48 hours to reach out to Lay from Motherhood and Finances or myself to claim your prize, and then we will also be doing a community post letting you guys know which prize that you actually won. So if you made it this far into the video, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know one of your non-financial goals for 2023, or what your word is to represent, what word you want to represent your 2023. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the future posts. But that is it for today's upload, you guys. Happy New Year, and I'll see you guys in my next upload. Bye.